And the defending Super Bowl champion Chicago Bears open defense of their world title today in the friendly confines of Soldier Field against the wild card winners, the Washington Redskins. And good afternoon again, everyone. I'm Dick Stockton. You know, Dan, when we went down to Suwanee, Georgia to talk to some of the Chicago Bears, they seem to have a mission that transcended just the mere winning of this game.
And I'll tell you what that mission is, and it has to deal with their defensive football team. They feel that they are the best that has ever played the game of football. And you know what? They just might be. They also have some mad people on that group. People like Otis Wilson, Richard Dent, no All-Pros, no Pro Bowls. They're upset about that. This team gave up 10 points in 3 playoff games last year. And when you talk to the Bears now, they think that's far too many.
These teams that have appeared in the Super Bowl in 3 of the last 4 years. And we're underway. It'll be Gentry at the 4. And Dennis Gentry to the 45. Written out of bounds after a 61-yard kickoff return by Darrell Green.
And Dennis Gentry is gone if he doesn't get his legs tangled. Watch when he breaks through. He's going to catch us right there. That little stutter step is going to keep him from going the distance. He runs out of sideline, and what a way to start the game for the Chicago Bears.
The legend of Little Big Man continued. He starts with Galt at wide receiver. Emery Moorhead's the tight end. Suey and Payton are the running backs. Covert, Bortz, Hilgenberg, Thayer, and Van Horn up front for a Bear offensive line that was practically intact all year. Flutie, wide open is Galt. And Galt, close to first down yardage at the 24, is tackled by Darrell Green.
And that first pass of Flutie's was right on the hands of Willie Galt. What the Bears do here is they start Galt out of the backfield. That's to make it more difficult for Darrell Green to catch up to him. Green's late getting there, but he makes a fine open field tackle.
Dan Hampton, Steve McMichael, William Perry, and Richard Dent up front, the linebackers. You won't find any better than Otis Wilson, Mike Singletary, and Wilbur Marshall. The secondary, Mike Richardson and rookie Vesti Jackson are the cornerbacks. Dave Duerson and Gary Fensick, the safety. He's at the bottom of your screen, 2nd and 10. Schrader had time, and he hits Don Warren, one of the 2 tight ends, and Warren is stopped at the 38-yard line by Otis Wilson. Schrader has time, and his pass is caught just shy of midfield by Gary Clark. Schrader up the middle, and it's caught by Bryant into Bear territory at the 44-yard line, where Mike Singletary makes the tackle. Tim Reitman in motion, and Suey gets the call. Suey brings it out to the 15 and a gain of 5 yards. Gentry in motion, and Matt Suey will have the first down for the Bears out to the 23-yard line. Payton. Walter Payton. And Payton close to another Chicago first down.
The Bears' offensive line can run as well as any line in the league. And of course, so can the guy behind them.
Rodgers cuts up the middle. And with good power running, Rodgers gets close to a first down. Dave Duerson on the tackle. Bryant rushing to the 45, and Kelvin Bryant fighting his way to midfield. Against the pressure, Schrader completes to Kelvin Bryant, who goes out of bounds after picking up the first down. 2nd and 10. Schrader on the run, and he hits Gary Clark for a first down and out of bounds at the 28-yard line, covered by Vesti Jackson, the pickup of 13. And Schrader has to get rid of it, and he does, and it's caught by Art Monk for a touchdown. And if they were concerned about Jay Schrader's ability to recognize the blitz, he passed the first test, and with flying colors, and the Redskins lead 6-0. George Rodgers has an opening, and Rogers carries it out to the 41-yard line and gets 9 on that play. Flutie has completed just 1 pass, and now Walter Payton is tackled. 2nd and 5 at the 30. Flutie. Dave Butts chased him, and Tim Reitman, the tight end, makes the catch for a Bears first down. At the 37, Olkowitz on the tackle.
In Doug Flutie's brief NFL career, every time he's made something happen, it's after he's been flushed out of the pocket. He's such a fine athlete, this time running to his right back into the middle to Reitman. But he has never really come up with a big play, just standing still in the pocket.
Puts the pressure on, but the pass is caught by Reitman again. And he picked up close to 9 yards that time.
From behind, Doug Flutie drifting a bit to his right, but immediately look how Reitman is open, and the umpire has to duck to get out of the way of the football. Funny how receiver and quarterback look at each other like the fellow in the striped shirt isn't even there.
2nd and 1. Thomas has the first down and might have gotten more if he hadn't been tripped up at the line. Neil Anderson in motion, the rookie from Florida. 1st and 10 at the 49. They're going for goal. And he'll be off. Touchdown, Bears. To 6 the score. Willie Gault.
Watch Doug Flutie dropping back. Watch him pump and fake a pass. He's going to plant, and right there, that's what draws Darrell Green up on Willie Gault. Now let's go to Darrell Green and Willie Gault. Now Darrell Green giving Gault the inside, gets fooled badly, and even when he tries to grab Gault, he can't make the play. Curtis Jordan, too late to get there. Speed.
Well, we expected the ground game to dominate, but so far, Gault and Monk have caught touchdown passes in a 7-7 game. Following the 15-yard penalty, George Rogers back in there gets the call, and he's thrown for a loss. Wilson and Marshall.
Takes on Russ Grimm, goes to the ground, fights back upfield, and still gets a hold of a leg of George Rogers. There are so many good athletes on this Bear defensive football team.
Back to the 39-yard line. Schrader. And it's intercepted. Mike Richardson. Down the sideline to the 10. Inside the 5.
This is what Jay Schrader did not want to do. Under pressure, try to force a completion. That's exactly what he did. Trying to go to Clark, Jackson, and Richardson had the under over, and the ball severely underthrown. And Mike Richardson, right where he was, made the big play for Chicago. But
a 42-yard return by Mike Richardson. Steve McMichael is in as a 3rd tight end now for the Bears on 3rd and goal at the 2. Give it to Payton. And Dexter Manley throws Payton for a loss back to the 6-yard line. And a big play by the Redskins. And it's 4th down. So now Kevin Butler will try a 23-yard field goal. He missed from 49 in the first quarter. And Butler's kick is good. And the Bears take the lead for the first time today, 10-7. Rogers, head down, crosses the 25. 2nd and 4 at the 26. Rogers is tripped up. Wilber Marshall, and what a year Wilber Marshall had, finally getting the recognition.
And he's in the backfield before George Rogers even knows what's happening. That's a blow up front. Somebody from the Redskins should have been on Wilber Marshall.
The lone back. Anderson in motion, and Manley came from behind before the ball was snapped.
And he draws a flag. You cannot take a free shot on the quarterback like that, Dexter. So a pair of mistakes by the Redskins, but this certainly the largest of the two. And I think the other was on Dexter as well. And that's just not smart football.
The Bears lead 10-7. Flutie completes the pass to Keith Ortigo, who had only caught 2 passes in the last 6 games, and he's knocked out of bounds by Darrell Green.
From the sidelines, Doug Flutie behind good protection. Covert is taking Manley way out of the way, opens up a passing lane, and Ortigo, rather than just run out of bounds, wisely turns upfield, picks up a couple more yards than he would have gotten if he would have allowed his momentum to just carry him out of bounds.
3rd and 15 on the 31. Inside handoff to Payton. Blocking is Mark Bortz in the game, and Payton goes out of bounds at the 24-yard line. This will be from 41 yards. Butler's kick is good.
He knows it's good, although it wasn't good by much. Oh, and a little point over to the Redskin bench.
Schrader, no place to go. Hampton and Dent.
And speaking of hats, Schrader just lost his.
Loss of 9.
We see Otis Wilson coming on the blitz. Don Warren has him. The outside's taken care of, but Hampton, the penetration in the middle, gets by Bostic, takes down Schrader, Dent from behind, and there goes the helmet.
Schrader can expect a lot of pressure. Kelvin Bryant turns the corner, and Kelvin Bryant gives Schrader some working room, and out of bounds at the 28. It was Dave Duerson with help from Vesti Jackson that time. Flutie completes to Goff. Stopped at the 48, but a big gain of 17 yards and a first down, and they quickly line up. On first down at the 48, Flutie fires, tipped and intercepted by Vernon Dean. To the 43-yard line, 21 seconds to go. And Lou Barnes is back for the Bears. Great kick by Cox sends Barnes back to the 7. And Barnes with some nifty running comes all the way back to the 30, where it's Tim Morrison who makes the stop. A 23-yard return.
I wonder why is he here in Chicago?
3rd and 4 with 5 down linemen. Willie Galt makes the play, and Darrell Green brings him down. Bryant gets the carry. And Kelvin Bryant goes outside and is out of bounds. Shy of a first down, I think, by a half a yard. Rodgers, more than enough for a first down to the 46-yard line. Schrader, quick toss, and it's complete to Clark, who's wrestled down. His forward motion will bring him into Bear territory at the 49-yard line, and a gain of 5. 3rd and 5 at the 49. Sean Gale, Todd Bell, the nickel package in for the Bears defense, and here comes the blitz. Fumble, and the Redskins recover.
Yeah, right there. Vesti Jackson knocks it to the ground. Unfortunately, 3 Bears went for Schrader and not the football.
Remarkable story. So is Walter Payton, who gets the call on first down on the 11 and gets good yardage and brings it out just short of the 20-yard line, and a gain of about 8.
Walter Payton has made so many yards on this play. Calvin Thomas comes in. Actually lets Manley get to the outside. Turns upfield on Dean. I couldn't tell you how many yards Walter Payton has made on that one play alone.
8:25 remaining, 3rd quarter. And there's Payton again. He gave ground and with his familiar step gets a first down and is out of bounds at the 24. Flutie to put it up. Loads of time. And it's intercepted by Darrell Green, and Green is up and running. Green to the 25, and finally stopped at the 26-yard line. So Flutie's second interception of the day gives the Redskins a great chance here to move closer. Schrader on the run, wide open, Art Monk. Touchdown, Redskins. And Schrader, with his second touchdown pass to Art Monk, ties the game for the Redskins. Short kick, and it's Gentry at the 11. Dennis Gentry returns it into Washington territory to the 43. And it was Gentry who returned the opening kickoff of this game, 61 yards. This one he returned 48 yards.
There was one thing you could count on year in and year out, it would be that the Redskins had the best special teams in the league. For the second time, Gentry, through a gaping hole, has clear sailing into Redskin territory.
First and 10 at the Redskin 42. Neil Anderson and Peyton, and it's Anderson turning the corner. And a great effort by Anderson, and it's a Bears first down at the 31. Alvin Walton on the tackle. First and 10 at the 30, and they go to Anderson again. Oh, Thomas, Calvin Thomas breaks the tackle and gets another first down for Chicago inside the 20. And Thomas picks up 14 after Anderson got 11.
Calvin Thomas will break off that double team. Dexter is buried, and Calvin Thomas, at 238 pounds, breaks a couple tackles.
5:25 remaining in the third, and they go again to Peyton, and it's fumbled, and the Redskins may have gotten it. The crowd remains quiet as the Redskins have recovered a Walter Payton fumble. Schrader finds Art Monk, first down, and Art Monk stays in the field and picks up more yardage to the 39-yard line. And it's Bryant finding a hole, and Kelvin Bryant is close to first down yardage at the 49. Schrader with a quick pass, and it's caught by Art Monk. Close to another first down. He's shy there, and the play made by Reggie Phillips and Dave Duerson for the Bears. 1:50 on the clock, third quarter. Rogers in there. He gets the call. Big hole up the middle. And George Rogers has a first down.
A good solid drive.
First and 10 on the 33. Rogers to the 29. The lead man on 3rd and 1. They go to play action, and a keeper. Schrader has a first down inside the 20-yard line. Schrader knocked away by Richardson, and Art Monk, the intended receiver, and a penalty marker is down.
And again, Washington burns a
Pass
blitz.
interference, 27 defense, in the end zone, first down on the 1-yard line.
Rogers again, and he's in for the touchdown. Only the 5th touchdown allowed rushing by the Bears this year. First and 10, Redskins on their own 37. George Rogers is brought down by the refrigerator. And no gain on the play. Bryant is in there now. Schrader flushed out by Perry. And Schrader will be able to run for the first down before going out of bounds at the 48-yard line. A gain of 11 for Jay Schrader. 12:41 remaining in the fourth quarter. George Rogers cuts his way into Chicago territory to the 47-yard line. 2nd and 5 at the 47. George Rogers, and Perry made a tremendous tackle. Singletary as well there. And of course, there was a little flack this week, wasn't there, with the coach?
Yeah, there really was, because Mike Ditka said that if William Perry doesn't lose some weight, he may not be back here next year. That was a line stunt where Dent went to the inside. Perry moves to the outside, and he was in the right place to make the tackle.
Prater to wide open Kelvin Bryant, and a foot race. First down, Redskins, and Bryant goes down at the 27-yard line, and another first down.
The fact remains they've been getting hurt on the blitz.
2nd and 6, and Bryant. Stutter steps his way to the 18-yard line, short of a first down by about 1.5 yards. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. And Jess Atkinson's kick is good, and with 8:06 on the clock, the Bears now need 2 touchdowns.
That's exactly what the Redskins wanted to do. Take him out of the offense.
George Rogers on first down gets to the 30-yard line, and this has been a near perfect second half for the Redskins, and it plays into what Richie Bettebone told us. Low snap. Kick takes a bounce into the hands of Barnes. It fumbles. Monty Coleman picks it up and goes in for the touchdown for the Redskins, and that'll do it.
They're going to call that a muff, and he can't advance it. He'll get it at the 4.
25-yard attempt now with his spotted, and Atkinson's kick is good. He's now 6 for 6, and Atkinson on the kick. Todd Bell bobbles it at the 25 and laterals the ball to Neil Anderson and Alvin Walton, and the kicker Atkinson were both there, knocking him out of bounds. He's got to try to go deep or get something deep in a hurry. He completes that to Willie Gault at midfield, and a gain of 7 on the play. Flutie stepping up, fires for Ortego, and Ortego completes it, has it inside the 25, where Tim Morrison makes the catch. A gain of 26. 2nd and 10 with that much time remaining at the 23. Flutie looking to pitch out, does so, and Matsui is knocked out of bounds to stop the clock at the 7 with 59 seconds to go. 4th and goal at the 5. Flutie will try to run it, flips it, and it's knocked away by Fernandine on the pass intended for Keith Ortego, and that will do it.
And what do you say about the year of the Chicago Bears?
They had distractions. They had all kinds of problems. They had some big injuries to people like McKinnon and Frazier and McMahon. Let's not forget McMahon.
And now what's been a tumultuous season for Chicago switches over to what will probably be as tumultuous an off season, because somehow you get the impression that Mike Ditka is not just going to sit back and say, well, fellas, we're going to do next year what we did this year. I don't think that is any longer acceptable.
And the big shocking upset has occurred here at Soldier Field, and the defending champions have been upset by Joe Gibbs and the Redskins, who had to put it together in a hurry and have shocked the Bears 27-13.